Yeah, I forgot to put the thing in front. See, there was a thing in front. I gotta figure something out for that. I'm wearing my old lady shirt again. I can't knock it. It was like $6. But it's an old lady shirt. It's an old large lady shirt. My grandma Leach would have loved it. She was really large. So I find that this goes better if I have something to distract me with. And it's been a few times since I pulled out the random curls, so I figured why not. Just gonna frizz my hair out, just so you know. My hair stands on its own. It stands away from my scalp, and then it bends into curls. Can you see this? And if you take hair off of my scalp while it's still wet and let it dries in corkscrews. Just absolutely tight little curls. And if I get a perm, it perms really, really harsh. Even the most lax perm is going to result in really tight curls. But the biggest thing is it stands off of my scalp that solid inch, and if I straighten it, it lays down. It's really short right now, if you can't see. Anyway, so this is my self-destruction for the night, and the distraction, self-destruction, self-distraction. Yeah, that was a Freudian slip. So I have a new list of subjects. Carmen was helpful enough to give me a couple, and somebody else gave me a couple. And they are, what are your favorite mythological creatures? Do you have any guilty pleasures, food, films, etc.? What movies I absolutely hate? Do I know any foreign languages or want to learn any? What would be my dream vacation if money wasn't an option? And then somebody else asked me to tell the story of the dog. On Facebook I posted a photo of an old dog of ours and said I missed the stupid idiot. And somebody asked me to tell the story of her. And I still haven't told you all about the job in the Caymans. And I still haven't told you about me and unicorns yet. And I still haven't told how to make bleach peroxide stuff. So those are the subjects still on the to be done list. And, well, foreign languages. There was a time in my life when I was fluent in Spanish. I am not anymore. I used to be able to speak the basics in Romani. I can hear most Spanish. If people are speaking Spanish around me without too hideous of an accent, I can follow them. And by hideous of an accent, I mean American white accent. If they're from Southern California or Northern Mexico, I can usually follow along. If they're from El Salvador, I can usually follow along. After that, it gets kind of questionable. I cannot do the United States high school Castilian Spain Spanish. And when I try to do Spanish and it's that Spanish, I've got nothing. I can do Spanglish. I'm fluent in Spanglish. Almost fluent in Hawaiian Pidgin if I'm in immersion. I can't do it without immersion. I can follow it when somebody else is talking. I have about 200 words of Choctaw, maybe 3. See how this is just becoming brittle straight? Because my hair is not what it looks like. It hates me. If I style it, it'll take a permanent wave, as if I had a perm. I can do the 1950s beauty hair with that Liberty roll or Victory roll or whatever without trying. Which I guess would be okay if that was my aesthetic, but it's not. This isn't working. Mostly because this isn't really a mirror and I have problems doing turns. What languages do I want to learn? I can read German, not fluently, but I can follow it. I can't speak it very well. My first husband spoke Swiss German, and he actually spoke Swiss French, which is a totally different story, and Tyroli, whatever that is. And my current husband speaks Schwabisch German and Lowlands German. And having been with him for so long, I lost the original. And it just, we were in a German grocer about a month ago getting some whatever. He was getting schnitzel or something. And him and this woman started talking in German. I could follow them. Yeah, I miss a word here and there, but I could follow them. Wouldn't be able to reply if I wanted to. Cannot make that transition to speaking it out loud because of not doing it that much, and mostly because of the brain injury. The brain injury says, the aphasia says, I can speak one language or I can speak another language, and I can't do both at the same time. So there are times where I will turn and say something to somebody, like in a grocery store or whatever, and I'll just answer without thinking about it. But if I think about it, I can't do it. I can follow the bare, I'm giving up on this thing. I can follow the bare minimum of Russian. I can follow Russian written in Western script, not in Sanskrit-y, Cyrillic-y, whatever the hell they have, but in Western script, Russian on paper to a large degree. I can follow French to a large degree. Can't speak it. There was a time I could follow a lot more languages when I considered myself mostly fluent in 7, 8 languages. It's not here anymore. I know about 200 words in Japanese still. Maybe. Yeah, about 200. So, what do I want to learn? I want to be fluent in Choctaw. My irritation factor is that my nation, Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma, teaches free English or language classes, free Choctaw classes, learn Choctaw, sign up and do the class. The book is expensive, really expensive. And to sign up and do the class, they're expecting you to do the class as if it was a college level class. They're expecting a huge amount of time commitment. I signed up for it many, many years ago, thinking I could get away with not having the book. I got 4 classes in. It was taking 6 to 8 hours a week. It was ridiculous. Maybe other people it's faster, I don't know. Maybe they've changed it, I don't know. I'll probably look into it again in another year or so. I have like 5 people on my Facebook friends list that I've talked to maybe twice who speak Choctaw, so, and are local-ish. So it would be nice to learn Choctaw. I would like to go back to being fluent in Romani. And I would like to be fluent in German, just because the husband speaks German. The husband also speaks Russian, so, maybe I'll get fluent in Russian as well. I need to get fluent in Spanish again. I really do. I think that is a language that has more of a use in day-to-day life than any of the others. Mostly I want to have a language club. When we have a house, I want to have language night once a month or once a week, and have people come over and practice our languages just for the fun of it. I've done it in the past and it's always been fun. And what are we doing this week? Well, we have 3 French speakers and 2 German speakers. Let's speak French. And everybody learns a little bit. A Duolingo social club. I tried Duolingo because a lot of people talk about doing Duolingo, however you do that stupid thing, that app. That doesn't work for me. That doesn't get in. I mean, I could memorize the answers because I can get an A on any test, but that's not the same thing as learning it. That's just learning the answers. Does that make sense? Anyway, that's me in languages. Let's talk about unicorns. Why not? Total change of subject. We're at 9 minutes, so I'm going to try to limit myself to 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, so everybody out there goes, I love unicorns. Unicorns are cool. Unicorns are awesome. I have this unicorn logo. I have that unicorn artwork. I go to the unicorn day. I love unicorns. Unicorns are pedophiles. Think about it. They like virgin girls. Look at the mythos. This goes back to the what mythical creatures do you like or dislike? I dislike unicorns. To lure a unicorn, to purify your well of poisons, you have to have a virgin girl. And not just a virgin girl who's had her period, but hasn't had longing or desire. And then you lure her, and the unicorn puts his head in her lap and relaxes. And when she's not a virgin anymore, he doesn't like her anymore. That's too many guys out there who want to be the first, but once she figures out what the hell she's doing, he dumps her and goes and gets another virgin. That's too many guys out there. In the Romani, not in all Romani culture, because there's some very distinct different cultures within Romani, but in one brand of Romani, men who trade up and trade down and trade over are despised and can be kicked out of the family, even if they're full blood, because that's being a unicorn, and it is a sin to jade another. Person can be jaded. Person can become jaded. Don't jade them. Don't get somebody who knows nothing about sex and teach them all the positions. The stupid 50 Shades of Grey. He's a unicorn. He's going after the virgin. I don't like unicorns. Is the artwork cute? Yeah, the artwork's cute and adorable. I would love the artwork if it wasn't for, to me, the subcontext. You know, I'm more likely to find a vampire or a succubus cute than I am to find a unicorn cute, because at least the vampire and the succubus and the incubus are honest about what they're doing. You know, the dragon, I want to eat you. Okay. The unicorn, I'm this noble steed. I'm wonderful. I'm going to save the village from the poisoned well. Unicorns eat more virgins than dragons ever dreamed of. That's my take on unicorns. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.